for. Playing some PGA golf. We're on part 3. So if you like what you're seeing, be sure to like the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And we got side commentary from Swaff Rated HTP. So let's get started. Oh god, dude, I got online last night on there. Just, you know, I knew I was gonna get my face raped. I knew it. But this guy didn't know anything, dude. All he kept doing was wearing himself out. I'm like, okay, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, because when he gets his health down, or his stamina, I'm just gonna take him down and mash his face. He didn't know how to reverse or nothing. He got winded and he got taken down. I was like, yep, this is gonna be it. Smack, smack, smack. He's out. I lost my belt last night in the offline circuit, though. This guy came in like 4 hits and knocked me down. That moment you realize you lost to a clown. He had like blue hair, blue goatee. Pretty fugly.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present third round coverage of the PGA Championship. We're here at Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin for the PGA Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the championship action. Frank, what's in store for our golfers today under these major championship conditions?
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich. Bunkers, I've lost count of the number of bunkers at Whistling Straits, but already it's been the host of several PGA championships, so it's a test
So how much
the great
did you get
players of
built
the world.
on your server? Did
Really,
you just
you got to tip your cap to the designer. He'll tell you that building Whistling Straits was a, quote, once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I didn't see you on yesterday.
To see Lake Michigan around the golf course, it looks just like it's not real. It looks like you're playing on the moon sometimes. It's an amazing venue.
Good chance at one.
Oh,
Good chance now for a birdie. That was a
great chance for a birdie.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Woo!
Frank, where has that been?
Yeah, thank God for small mercies.
Frank, you've played all over the world. How unique is this hole, the fifth?
I've never really seen anything quite like this. On one hand, it's an extremely long par 5, but then on the other hand, you have all these options that are available.
He's coming out of retirement. Yeah.
315.
He's still shameful.
Second shot.
It's a shame, too. He was a pretty good golfer, too.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Ah.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
I messed myself
Frank,
up.
not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
And he's
You
made the
just
green.
really distracted me with that. You really distracted me on that
Yes,
shot with
give him the
that.
par.
I was like, what the heck is he doing?
Frank, you can see by the reaction,
I got
it
a
has
par.
been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars.
I like butter toast.
Checking in on the action now. Let's go down to the
Double
6.
D chickens, Eddie.
Frank, this would be a good time to get it going. Made some pars to this point, but if you want to win, you have to make birdies.
Rich, I think the thought of winning has to be removed from
What
one's
is the
psyche.
poop doll you are?
You've just got to worry about what's in front of you. It just looks confused.
Mama,
Forgetting about
chicken
playing the
job.
actual game itself. This isn't winning happens by a series of good shots. It's get back to the basics of playing golf.
I have yet to figure
Frank,
out who
what's
my
the best
favorite
way to
character
play
on
this shot at the 6?
Ed, Ed, and Eddie
If you can hit
is.
like a bullet cut with a little bit of run on it, then there's a chance that you might actually be able to drive it on this green.
I think
But
I
just
like
be
the
careful of that
schemes more
top
than
bunker.
anything.
It's sort of smack bang in the middle of this green.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Oh, yeah.
Nice birdie to move to
You
3
like
under
that,
par
do you,
with the
Mr.
tournament.
Compost?
What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is
Oh,
221
right.
yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
Just an excellent shot right there, about 5 feet away. Good chance. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh, yeah.
Frank, how much
I'm
does
tearing
that
this
birdie
tournament
help the
up
cause?
today.
It doesn't look like much right now, Rich. Just sneaking inside the top 20. But
I'm
at the
better
end of the
than Tiger
day,
Woods.
that might be the one that turned the tide.
Frank, check out all the bunkers on the right.
I can't count them on one hand, that's for sure.
No,
Just,
you ain't.
another example of how Pete Dye is just.
Only thing you're gonna own is the rights to rage.
Protected these holes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm loving that balance.
They've tarted in Shadow of Mordor, put it
He
that
just
way.
blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the
I liked
flag.
the game. I thought the graphics were good. I thought the gameplay was pretty
Look
cool.
out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Nice here,
Dragon
Ward.
Fantasy. I skipped the rest of it. I thought it looked good. No.
From about 8 feet.
No. Double Dragon
Into the
Neon.
putt,
That was a good
excited
game.
to make birdie. Now
I think that's on PS4
settle
though.
for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and
I'll
make
take a
sure
par.
you don't
I'll take a
drop
par.
a shot. It's important this one goes in.
3 rounds in the books. Outside the top 10 going to the final 18.
He's
Frank,
like giggling.
what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on.
Top
If
of
you
the
do
morning
get a few
to you,
birdies in the
laddie.
bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start
I
tomorrow.
trended you to the game of drink. You know what? You don't get no potatoes. You get rotten potatoes. Okay? Potatoes. That sheep done did just jump the fence. That's okay. He's not going nowheres. Rollo hops the train. Bye bye. Cody will say bye-bye.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud
Consider
to present
yourselves all
final
under
round
suit.
coverage of the PGA Championship. Major championships are
one.
where the world's best golfers rise to the occasion, trying to etch their names
It's
into
not
the
called
record
Dragon
books.
Fin
Today,
suit.
we will see which golfer grabs the spotlight here at the PGA Championship. It is the season's final major championship.
The one I was looking at is called
Whistling Straits,
Dragon Fantasy.
scenic golf course playing host to all the action.
But that one might be looking good. I don't know. I didn't see that one.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters
Yeah,
in the
Dragon
game, but at
Fantasy
some point,
something.
you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
There it is. I should have said the Tomb of Black Ice. You probably would have found it. Whoops, I made a divot.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance
Looks like
floor,
Stan
Frank.
Pudlight is going to have to fix
Rather
that.
nice shot, I would say.
Well, hit the green.
The
but
only fat
certainly
man in
not close
Jurassic
to the hole.
Park not to satisfy a dinosaur.
Probably barely give him a C for that shot.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, that's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Did you see a post I shared the other day about the mother trying to marry the daughter?
Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
I've lost count how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off.
I didn't see that.
A good long one, because 645 doesn't matter whichever way you cut it. It's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
Yeah, my roommate shared that to me that we're not going to
Frank,
get the
not
mods. I'm like,
longest hitter,
I
but
don't
sometimes
really
you
care.
win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
280
I
down the
think
middle
he's
of the
got
fairway.
a.
That'll never get you in trouble.
My buddy's trying to figure out how to talk to me on YouTube. I don't know how. I should probably download Snapchat so we can talk to him. One of my, remember that dude I told you I went to school with that we basically lost contact?
Frank, really good chance from this position to
well,
make a birdie.
Yeah, really.
The
The
guy I
only
used
thing
to
he's
go to
looking
school
at
with,
right now
we
is
lost
the flag.
contact after
This is a green
graduation
light
because
special.
of me moving and everything. And I finally got in touch with him last night. And he's trying to figure out how to view my stream and chat with me on YouTube.
Frank in a bit of trouble here at the par 5, missing the green on that third shot.
You're just battling to make par. This is going to be difficult.
And he's set up for his fourth shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
I'm a hole hopper.
Solid play, heart of the green, locked in on the read and the speed.
All right.
So close.
Get in the hole, boy.
Boy, that hurts right there, Frank.
That's
He's got to knuckle down now, though, because, we've seen it before, Rich. Your two putts turn into 3, 4. So make sure you can limit the damage here.
Lob, Frank.
No, it's
Double
like
bogey.
kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Frank, you know full well
I'll be right back.
this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Right now, she's down in Maine on vacation. And now I'm trying to find him somebody to fucking be with him because that other girl did him like shit. What? No. He's 28. No. His mom would definitely kill me. Well, he had me help him set up his plenty of fish. I already told him how Brad Flaunton tried hitting you up. You might.
Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th.
Well, if you don't remember the guy, that you don't know.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of this green, and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played.
So basically now he's blowing her off.
This time, it's for birdie.
And that's fucking wrong.
What do you want? She gives it to him.
That
There's
was
two in there
still.
still.
Putt, just not falling right now.
Go ahead, because that
gonna be
fucking
disappointed.
dressing that's with it's fucking nasty.
He has this
I
for
did.
par.
I didn't use that dressing.
Nothing wrong with that par
The
putt.
ranch I use is pretty damn good.
On to the 13th, and this par 4,
Oh.
Frank, they lovingly call cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a spot down the left side. Even
Next
where
time you
the
guys
rough
go to
is,
Hudson, I'll
isn't
probably go
really
hang out
such
with
a
Brad
bad
for a little
line.
while.
Keep it down there, let everything kick to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Well, downhill, Frank. Want to play the ball, what, a little further back in the stance, take a club less?
Me 3, get me something.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Now.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Looks like he just misread that.
All right. Shoot him, McGavin.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the
You can
momentum on
count on
his
me.
side.
Wait
Now to the
for
par
you in
4
the parking
14th. It is a dog leg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark.
That guy died.
This is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards?
Can I get a ball lie?
45 out.
The rules state that you got to hit the ball where it lies.
There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just
That's
straight
okay.
up
The
a
nail
head
comes out
start.
next week. That's hardly noticeable. I'm sorry, but if somebody shot me in the head, I would not be as friendly as
Can't
he
hide
was.
the flag stick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, we haven't seen a whole lot of that, but no doubt it feels good. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
No.
I mean, this
All
skill,
right.
and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
I
Just
think
knocking
I
him
just
for
got
a
a
par.
reason to hate my
Let's
cousin's
forget about this
boyfriend.
one. Golf is not about
He
perfect.
keeps blowing her off after he promised to move
It's gonna
down
hurt
here.
the course.
Now that he went home, he's blowing her messages off.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank, as you know, the
That's
finishing
okay.
holes at a major championship can make
All
even
people
the
have
world's
good
number
things
one
coming
player
to them.
buckle under the pressure. How do you avoid that?
Well, with a good drive to start here, there's a series of bunkers that start
dead
about
puppy.
300 yards down the right side. You'd like to start your tee shot on those and maybe work it back towards the fairway.
Not really
with
in
a
the
little bit
nice
more run
mood.
and make this hole reachable.
That is just a beautiful shot.
But then again, you're at fault for actually thinking I was friendly.
In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick.
Haven't you had enough puppies? Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. See, I would have been heartbroken if I did
Good
get you a
swing,
puppy and you
good
didn't
shot
see me
yet
on
again.
it.
Excellent
Oh,
shot.
I can get an
10
eagle.
feet. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, hello there. That's an eagle.
Might be languishing in the middle of the pack, but at least celebrate that.
All right, Frank, you want to win a major championship, 250 yards, 17th hole, trouble everywhere. Hit your pants up and get it going.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Why the fuck was my door just slammed? No, it can't be. Because I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
That one was running so hot. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh, rip off.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
I will not
Moving
buy
into
you
the
a
top
puppy,
20
Bray
on
Wyatt.
the leaderboard with that par.
I'm on the final round. And I lost.
Frank, quite a finishing hole, and that's as it should be. This is, after all, a major championship.
Well, you can see why Bubba Watson, Martin Keimer, Dustin Johnson have played well here. This finishing hole requires the long
this
hitter's
heading?
best tee shot, preferably just a little down the right side, because that's the safer side to be.
Woo-wee.
I'm loving that balance.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark. Second shot.
I'm Batman. I'm in the dark hole.
Whoop, this is taken
You
off on
stop.
a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Uh-oh. That's not good. And that's worse.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach.
I'm in the sand.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Yeah, but what about my Christmas present? Don't forget about me. I'm a broke mofo. I can't afford my own plus or anything. I'm fucking with you, dude. Cheer up. Alright.
Into the thicker stuff.
That's where I need to be.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out.
Send me a
now
Netflix
from the
card, I'll
rough. Frank,
accept that.
what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Until it comes up and says,
you wonder what he's thinking on that.
so we're not going to renew. Oh my God! Just
How good
freaking
was
chip
that,
in.
Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, that was so
I'm gonna give you
close,
Miss
Frank.
Floozy. I'm gonna wrap a golf club upside
It's
your
time
head.
to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Yeah, that was the last hole anyways. I wasn't gonna win.
That hole certainly got the best of him. Triple bogey. So another tournament in the books, Frank, and what'd you make of this one?
I'd rather be
Quality
at
venue
the
once
last
again,
hole
Rich, the standards
than
of,
the last
standard of
supper.
courses we're seeing is excellent, and consequently it's enabling the players to really play some great golf. So I
better
think,
stop
golf's
before
the
I
winner
have a
today.
Jehovah's Witness come in my stream. Sure. No. May I see that pamphlet for a minute? Looks very nice. Here, look at it. Look at it. It's high five in your face. It seems like your brochure's high five in your face today. Peanuts.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present
I have an
the
issue.
season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
There's
Today it's
unicorns
live
on this,
opening round
golf course.
coverage of the Charity Invitational.
Yeah, unicorns. I don't know, he got his stuff from Snoop Dogg, so we'll never know what he got. Hey, it's okay to see unicorns.
Frank,
It's not
next
okay to
game
see
means
unicorns
you
with
play it from the
wings and
fairway,
a
Especially
leprechaun
when
on
you play
its
it from a
back.
lie like that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this
I read somewhere where they almost broke the new day
Bunkers
off.
don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I think that would be gay.
Should be safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And getting ready for the putt. You can
And
see
who
why
did she
this
beat
player
last week?
has been compared to a young Rory
who?
McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Resuming the action, and let's go out to hole number 11. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round.
I did find out
Frank,
last
but
night
still
that
plenty of golf to be played.
Rikishi
That's right,
does high
Rich. A
school
little bit of a dry
wrestling
spell,
shows.
but really not a lot of damage done.
And I'm jealous because he was not doing them when I was in school.
What a great
That would have been worth paying attention for in school. He came out looking like
The second shot now to the par 4.
He had Umaga's like gear type deal on. And then he had not the guy that played Umaga, but the other guy there. No, I think it was either Rosie or Jamal, one of them.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Yeah, we don't know if we're going to get a little kid in here, and then I don't want to have to deal with Daddy, so.
Back here on the bonny shores of Scotland,
Daddy might not like my
Royal
answers.
Troon Golf Club with just a wee breeze, as they say over here, Frank.
I'm playing golf.
On
What's
the tee
PG
at the
about
12.
it?
Yeah, hole that bends to the right, gorse right and left. There's a bit of a mound and rough down the right side. That has to be
Sometimes I'm ready to
avoided.
X.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
very
certainly not the straightest.
scared.
I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact first and
So
foremost that you're not going to get
scared.
clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly.
No fucking Martine.
Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance
So
of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy,
just kidding,
chances are it
man.
might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. He has this for par. My goodness, what does the guy have to do to make a putt out here? So they'll tap in.
Wait, Big City Stories had an update?
And now at 1 under for the round.
Excuse me, on a memento stream. Okay, apparently that one's not one of them that downloaded last night. I'm back. I'm back.
Players bracing against these strong, gusty winds. Really a challenge out there.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Sadly enough, he made awesome ratings when he was GM.
Ooh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Getting set now over the putt.
What do you mean? Menu?
Well, continuing to move in the right direction now to 2 under for the championship.
If you're talking about the main menu,
Don't forget,
yeah,
second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich
Jimmy
Slaughter
Walker's
saying
in first
so
place.
long for now.
Don't know who that is. Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're, what's your name again?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long
This chef
race
salad's
for the
pretty good.
FedEx Cup. Today it's live second round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Well, this golf course goes
There's
back
some,
a long
Mexican
ways,
style cheese on it.
1878.
That's pretty snappy.
We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out?
If you're
Well, normally when the
Run.
Open Championship is played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze, and then the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really, you sort of make your hay on the way out.
I think it's funny
and then
fucking
you
Bray Wyatt
hang
keeps
on
telling Randy
for
Orton
dear
to
life
run.
on the way in.
I don't
that
think
doesn't
he's
really
gonna
change
run.
because you have some rather short par fours to start.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he
Randy
flushed
Orton,
that one.
superstars like
This is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
And probably a household cat.
And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Frank, here's the only par 5 on the back 9 at Royal Troon.
You'd think at 542
Well,
yards it would be reachable, but the burn
you
that
gotta
cuts across really limits the tee shot
contemplate on
to
what
about
you fear
280
of being
yards.
assaulted.
So it's very much about placing that second shot in a good distance for your third.
Your booty
In the
oath?
1997 Open Championship here at Royal Troon, that ball is lost in
I
the
got a
water.
water hazard.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water.
I missed Battlefield 1 already.
So, Frank, he'll take a drop
I'll
here.
get you to like
Yeah,
it.
he'll take his medicine, take his penalty shot. The hole's not over yet.
Apparently she did like it because you guys got Braden out of it. And you said no. You're like, no? He was like, no? And she's like, and he's like,
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th
Don't
for a
get
birdie.
at me like that, man. He balled
Frankie's
over in
going
the
for
corner.
2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Oh, it rolled right over
That was a
the
good
hole.
run at it, Rich.
Like it wasn't even there.
Pretty
It was
good all
just-
day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Workman-like hole.
Anybody ever tell you you're
walks away with a
fucked or
par.
messed up in the head?
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Well, that's how you play the game. Right there.
Feelers.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie.
I think the one thing I like Battlefield 1 about is I can actually drive the vehicles.
Finally, the 18th at Royal Troon. History, skill,
Neither
nerves, bunkers.
I can fly the
course,
helicopters.
and the clubhouse.
The problem is they go
Frank,
straight
all
up
come into
and
play
straight
on
down.
this final hole.
Yeah, 3 bunkers down the left. It's not a case of hitting past those, it's avoiding them. And then if you avoid it too far to the right, there's one nicely placed about 300 yards off the tee.
I was flying for a little while.
So
I had a couple people jump in the helicopter when they thinking I could fly. And they ended up doing
Frank,
a
this is a hole
nosedive and
number
everybody
18
died.
where you don't want to be in a hurry to get to the clubhouse.
Yeah, there's out of bounds just off the back of this green, so you might want to keep that in the back.
I got hit now
Don't go
once,
long.
and I said, "What? What's the matter? You have no life that you're
from the
actually good
clubhouse.
with flying the helicopter?" And I
Pretty
got
good
no
shot
response
right there,
back.
about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, that birdie will help the cause. Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
I'm waiting for Uno, and I'm gonna stream me some Uno. So I'm going to game chat. I'll continue streaming.
EA Sports and the
Okay, that's
PGA
creepy.
Tour proudly present
That is creepy.
the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
When I
Today,
spawned in, the
it's
commentators
live
were
third
talking
round
and the
coverage
horses' mouths
of
were
the
moving.
Charity Invitational.
I think I need to lay off the booze. I wish. I would love to drink a Coors Light right now and stream with these nice people and play some video games.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
There's one
Frank,
thing
he
I
took
found
plenty
that I
of time
really
on this
hated
birdie.
about Battlefield
He
1.
looked at it from 3 different angles.
You try to drive
He
the heavy
forgot
tank,
one
the
very
sandstorm comes
important
in, it
ingredient.
picks you up and throws you
pace.
against the
You
mountain.
can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach
Yeah.
shots as well. But
I died.
obviously we see it more on putting.
Good work right there.
It picked the
They'll
tank
settle
up like
for
it was
par.
nothing. I was like, why is my tank spinning around in circles? Fucking,
Frank, on
well, I get
paper,
picked up and I
13
get thrown
seems
against the mountain
pretty
over there on A.
straightforward. But it's not that simple, is it?
No, very stringent tee shot.
I got
Gorse
these
right
either.
and left, plus a little sort of mound
into
with
the
some
ceiling,
rough on
my
down the right
friend.
side. So really, you've got to hit the ball down, not just the fairway, but
How
the
you
left
doing
side of the
today?
fairway.
You may not be able to drive the tank because you don't know how
That
to
is
drive the
massive
tank.
off the
Oh.
tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
I know, you're going to get my video deleted and then I got to start over. You need
hide
Mike's
the flag
daughter.
stick from that man.
He calls him out on the, or she calls him out on the spot when he
Unbelievable
starts
that.
cussing.
That never deviated offline.
And getting ready for the putt.
There you go.
That's an
Yes,
important
you can.
birdie right
Yes, you
there.
can.
Into the top 5 on this leaderboard.
Well, there's so much at stake this week, Rich.
Frank, what kind of par 3 is the 14th here?
You can get sucked in here. Just 180 yards, which isn't considered that long.
You
But if
read
you
that
look
wrong.
too much at the front of the green, you're going to see that's
You
where
met
the
me.
protection is.
You read it wrong.
That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together.
Yeah.
It's a nice
And I
birdie
just got
right
a
there.
Might have come at a bit of time.
Brother.
Third place now.
At the 15th, this par 4 is
It
over
would be funny
480
seeing Hulk Hogan
yards.
try to play golf.
The key here really is the 3 bunkers. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. 260 yards gets you past that. If you find the fairway here, then you don't have to worry about the 3 bunkers that are short of this green.
Ooh, yeah.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. This, the second shot here at the par 4.
Now I might have to go play some WWE. Did you see they're making a Chris Benoit documentary now? Might have to
Chance
get
for
that.
birdie after that beautiful shot.
I mean, I liked his in-ring ability and stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today.
And there ain't no proven fact of what he did, so I'm not gonna hold it against anything.
Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
You gotta remember, he fell through
Starting
that
to get
table
the momentum,
too.
too, for the finish.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they
explains a
certainly
lot
have
about
looked
you,
the best
actually.
players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
For some reason, my buddy Brad ain't allowed to watch me in the stream, so he don't know how to do it. I'm gonna have to download Skype and show him how to do it.
EA Sports and the
There's that horse
Pga Tour
again.
proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today,
Seasonal race for the
live final
FedEx
round
Cup.
coverage of the Charity Invitational.
I need some more.
It's fine.
Flipping, flapping,
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing, too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't
I
have
might
to
watch
find
Fun
it.
with Dick
Just
and James
let it
tonight.
happen.
I haven't seen that in a while. There's Dirty Grandpa, and then there's, yeah, Dirty Grandpa.
Birdie try
One
again
with,
here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah! Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5. And here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it on the green from behind the burn. It was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3.
I used charcoal.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
Didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Settles in over the putt. That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is,
Not the smartest
good putt. 10-foot putt left.
Battlefield's always had gunships. You did just
you
now?
always like that. Count it as a birdie. Frank, now to the hole they call Rabbit. 222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called Rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long-iron shot just to keep it on the green.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful shot. And
I've gotten killed with it, and there's absolutely
shouldn't be a problem
no
here,
way
not a
to
formality
take it
either.
down. You got to capture one of the flags, depending on what map you're on.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Frank, now the final hole here at Royal Troon, and when you think about the legends who have made the walk toward the clubhouse and the claret jug, it really does give you a sense of where you're at. How about Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, Tom Watson, Tom Weisskopf? They've all made the walk on this final hole to the claret jug.
And they've all hit great tee shots, and that's really what
Not
you
really
need.
a
There's
win,
a bunker for just about every
or a
distance.
good.
You hit the ball. So there's
More of
3
a
down
win,
the left.
but
There's no other way around
now
it but avoiding them.
like
And there's one
shaking.
down the right if you try and play it too safe.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
This is like cyber vision.
I
Shot
see you
after
must have
shot.
fallen on
Right
your
at the
butt
flag.
a time or two.
Just dialed in. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Frank, a solid par right there, maintains his position. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.
I won the charity invitational. I'm eating a chef's salad. Tastes pretty good. I got 5 PGA Tour titles. I'm on the FedEx Cup, but I'm not going to do that in this stream. Hold on, man. Let me close out my stream. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this stream. If you liked what you're seeing, be sure to like the video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. We will begin the FedEx Cup in the next stream. Be sure to tune in. Catch you next time.